You know how you see some scenes from like medical shows and you're like, oh damn, that is pretty cool. So last night I had a Grey's Anatomy moment. So I had this patient, right? She came in for acute severe, so she had a stroke, and she had to go to the IR, interventional radiology, right, to have a thrombectomy done. So the thrombectomy was a success. Um, but post procedure like that, you have to monitor them every 15 minutes, then every 30 minutes, then every hour, all of that good stuff. I was doing all that throughout the night. So I took her to CT scan to get a follow up scan of her head after her procedure, and that was fine. This happened like at the beginning of my shift, and that was stable. Neurology wanted to get another scan by the morning time, like around 5 a.m., to make sure everything still looks good. And throughout the course of the night, this patient's pressure, it would like tank and then come back up, tank, come back up. So I was having to, having to treat hypertension and then having to treat hypotension. But eventually she ended up on a pressor. She ended up on liver fed. So I had started liver fed. On my way to city, I went with another nurse. Shout out to Tony, by the way. She's the real MVP. If you're watching this, Tony, just know that I'm glad that you were there with me, and I'm proud of you how we handled everything. Mind you, her heart rate throughout the course of the night stayed between 35 and 45, which already isn't too great to begin with. But as we were walking towards the elevator, I noticed that her heart rate had went from mid 40s and dropped to like 35. Next thing I saw, it came back up to 40. And I told Tony, hey, look, I don't like this. And, we just kept watching it while the transport guys were helping us push the bed. And I don't know where it dropped to 22. I was like, hey, yo, this is stressing me out. And then she came back up to like to the 30s. And next time she dropped down to the 20s, to the mid 20s. She didn't come back up. So that was when we checked for pulse. Mind you, we were still like by the elevator. We checked for pulse. She had no pulse. She was a systole by the elevator. Me and one other nurse with two transport guys. I just jumped on the bed. And this bed was like high because the transport guys, they had to like elevate it where it's easier for them to push. So I jumped on the bed. I started chest compression. And while Tony ran to the nearest nurses station to have them call code blue overhead so that more hands can come on deck. As code blue team arrived, they pushed us back to the unit since we haven't gone like too far from the unit when this happened. So they pushed the bed back to the unit. The whole time they were pushing it, I was still on top of this lady, like pumping, while four other people were pushing this bed. Because now it's like added weight. And, it was so real. And it looked just like this. This scene from Grey's Anatomy? Yeah, just like this. It was a badass moment. And, I don't know. That was the first time I ever had that happen to me. And I thought it was pretty cool. We made it to the room. And thankfully, she came back. She achieved ROSC. And the ED doctor ended up coming to the bedside to intubate her. And we had her maxed out on liver fed. We putting an arterial line, putting a central line. And as of when I left, because it was almost at the end of my shift anyways, by the time I left, she was pretty stable. And she's still gonna be getting that CT scan done, but that was DSP, day shift problem. I hate leaving stuff undone for the incoming shift, but I feel like I did what I could and I did my part. And by the time we got the patient situated, it was almost 7 a.m., which was already past my clock out time anyways. And I had to chart. I had like so many charts. It was crazy. But thankfully for my co-workers, they helped me out a lot. So it was like a team effort type of thing. I should have known the shift was going to be shitty when we had 3 co-blues within 2 hours of us clocking in. that was not a good sign. I don't know what it was. It wasn't even full moon, or maybe it was. I just didn't see it. But he was crazy. And now I'm glad that it's over. And I'm about to go to the gym, get some workout in, and go get some rest before packaging orders for the day. But hey, I hope you guys are having a great day. Peace. I'll talk to you guys later.